Good morning.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Motivational Moment in the Morning. I'm Porshea Wilkins.
And I am Jarrod Wilkins. We're excited about your future. As we get ready to get started, listen, I'm so excited that each and every one of you have been able to make it onto the broadcast today. Go ahead and share with us and with everybody that's connected to you. I need you today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a phenomenal broadcast. I need you to partner with us early, quickly, and now, sharing this message. Put it on your Facebook walls. Come on, do it, ma'am. Come on, do it, sir. Put it in the Facebook groups that you're connected to. Let's get the word out. If you're just joining us, maybe this is your first time joining the broadcast, or maybe it's your 26th or 27th.
What number?
8th time, whatever it is. We've done so many episodes this season.
Yeah.
It's just going like crazy. What's our reach up to? 60,000 people already. And so we're excited about that. Completely organic, no paid advertisement.
Nope.
And that's a result of you sharing the message. So thank you for doing that. Keep doing it. We're excited this morning to share this broadcast with each and every single one of you.
So if you haven't yet, make sure you like the When Dreams Collide page on Facebook.
Yeah.
Join the group as well. Become a VIP, a Vision Impact Partner. Follow us on Instagram, which is When Dreams Collide. Mm-hmm. We're also on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and on our website, whendreamscollide.com. You can get your moment when and where and how you want it. I like saying it.
I know it. Listen, if you're just now joining the broadcast, be sure to go right ahead and share this message on your Facebook walls. Come on, sir. Come on, ma'am. Let's do it. Share it on your walls. Go ahead and start tagging people in the comments. Start tagging them. Come on, let's tag. Let's start tagging people right now in this video. We're excited about today's broadcast. If you're chiming in live, write live in the comments as well. We'd love to interact with you right now.
Yes.
If you're watching the rebroadcast, type in rebroadcast right there in the comments, or replay in the comments. It's a shorter word. Type in replay in the comments. We love to interface with you when it is that you get on the broadcast as well.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are excited about your future.
Excited about your future.
Put your country flag in the comments as well, so we can see. I love seeing that.
I love it
too.
too.
Put in a different country flag.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, put in your country flags. Let us know if you're right here in the good old U.S. of A., United States of America. If you are in Cambodia, if you're in California, put it in there. Conroe. If you're in Huntsville, if you're in Hearn, Texas, or Houston, Texas, if you are in Kenya or Kentucky, put it in there.
Australia or Austin.
Okay, there you go. She's getting better at it.
Argentina.
Okay,
or somewhere in Africa.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Still
she's
an
getting
A.
yeah, she's getting good. She's getting good.
Yeah.
All right, come on, let's start sharing the message. Come on, guys, let's share the message. Let's be sure to tag people in the comments. A lot of times, people are asking, well, how do I share it? How do I tag? I know some of us are not all the way there when it comes to technology. I being one of them. But you can just go into the comments, use the @ function, the A function, @ function on your phone, and you can tag people in the comments. Now, for those of us sharing it, be sure to share it on your Facebook walls. Be sure to share the message in your Facebook groups that you're connected to. Let people hear this message. Let them get this motivation, inspiration early this morning, this afternoon, or evening, wherever it is that people are broadcasting from. We're excited about today's broadcast. We're excited about the topic of today. I'm so fired up for each and every one of you to really get an understanding of what it is that it takes to go to the next level in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in your body. And so it's going to be phenomenal today. If you're just joining us, be sure to let us know what city, state you are chiming in from. We are traveling right now all over the country. And soon all over the world. And depending on where you are, you may have a chance to be connected with us in person. And so that's why I'm telling you, put your country, put your city, put your state in the comments. You never know. We may private inbox you and say, hey, meet us for lunch today.
We're excited about it. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, kings and queens. Good morning, world changers. Good morning, vision carriers. Good morning, students of excellence. Good morning, family. Good morning, VIPs, Vision Impact Partners. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm excited about your future.
Yes.
Did you hear me this morning? I want you to lean in closely. I said, I'm excited about your future. That's why I want to talk to you from a thought this morning. Keep on pushing.
Yes.
Keep on pushing. When you look at that word, the acronym for push, P-U-S-H, pray until something happens.
Yeah.
Can I say it another way? Prospect until something happens. Push until something happens.
Yep.
Persist until something happens. When is it okay for a child to stop attempting to walk? Never. It doesn't matter if some of us, our children, they walked at 6 months. Some of you, your child walked at 7 months. Some of us, your child walked at 9 months. Others of us, our child didn't walk to 1. I never forget our little nephew, Zayden. Zayden has stolen the show, stolen our hearts. Zayden's about 1.5 going on 2, but he think he's 20. Little Zayden, I never forget when we first got little Zayden was probably 4 or 5 months, and little Zayden was small but fierce in spirit. Let me pause right there. For some of you, you're small, underlooked, but there's something fierce about you in spirit. That people notice, they feel, even if they don't see it. There's something unique about every individual in terms of the spirit that causes you to be able to be pulled in directions that people are pushing. But here's what happened with us with Lil Zayden. Lil Zayden, he starts getting a little older. I start asking the question to my wife. I start asking the question to my mother-in-law. I'm like, when is he gonna start walking? Because now Zayden is 9 months old. And at that time, Zayden was satisfied with crawling. Zayden wouldn't move you ought to be sharing this right now. Zayden was just crawling, taking his little precious time. We'll put him in a walker, and we're attempting to get him to start walking, and we're getting him to start moving around. And Zayden hated the walker. Can I say something to some of us that's on this broadcast right now? Let me pause for 5 seconds and let you share this. I want to talk to the crawlers. I want to talk to some of us that have been okay with crawling through life. For those of us that have been afraid, watch this, to walk. Even with the assistance of a walker. Somebody that's in your life attempting to help you move from crawling on the floors and on the bellies of life. For those of us that have had people show up and we know, they're walking, they're moving, they're experiencing the optimal parts of life. And because we get into this fear-based living, we start saying, well, that's not for me. I don't need all of that. It doesn't take all of that. I'm comfortable with crawling. And the danger with crawling for too long is that you can become so comfortable with crawling that your feet stop walking. Your feet stop working. And your feet stop working not physically, but mentally. And so we'll put Zayden in the little walker, and Zayden would not want to move. Zayden would cry to get out the walker because he had become comfortable with crawling. And I wonder how many of us, if we're honest with ourselves, have found ourselves being put in a place by walkers to force us to push. And we would encourage Zayden, we'll put him in there, and then we'll start pulling the walker around with his feet dragging. We'll be pulling the walker around saying, come on, Zayden, come on, walk, move those little feet. And there are many of us, you ought to be sharing this message right now. There are many of us that are having walkers assigned to us that have been pulling us around, but it's now time to keep on pushing. It's now time to stop being pulled by people and start being pushed by purpose. And here's what happens now. After a while of Zayden being pulled around, after a while of Zayden watching us walk, after a while of Zayden now being around the company of people that had a walking faith spirit, he begins to move his legs. Ooh, glory. He begins moving those little legs because he's starting to see, okay, there's something better out there. There's another step. There's a whole nother level that I can get to. I don't have to keep crawling and taking my precious time to get from one place to the next.
Right.
There's a support system in place that can push me further than I'm willing to be pulled. And he starts moving those little legs. About 12 months into the process, now he's one. You know how y'all talk about babies. Yeah, he's 16 months. No. Zayden is now one, okay? He's now one. And Zayden is one, and he's moving around real good in the walker. You know, the walker, watch this, the walker supports your balance. The walker, it doesn't cause you to stand all on your own. The walker allows you to move in a direction that it appears that you're walking by yourself, but you're limited to the places you can go because the walker is so big.
Right.
There are different crevices and corners that you can't move into and you can't navigate around because you still have been crippled by something that in one season caused you to move. Oh, let me say something to those of us that your legs work now, but you've been so accustomed to being held up and supported by people. Let me say something to you. The same people that supported you in one season may be the ones sabotaging you in the next because they were okay with you crawling while they walked. They were okay with you, being at a certain level in life while they ran. They were okay with you being successful as long as you weren't, as long as you weren't more successful than them. But the moment your influence becomes bigger, the moment your income starts to grow, the moment you start going from a keg to a six-pack, the moment, your hair grows back, shucks, here it is. The moment things start to change and it seems as though you're not only catching up but about to pass them, they get in their feelings. Yeah, you know people in their feelings when they stop liking your posts. Shucks. You know people in their feelings when you text them and they used to respond. Now it takes them a day or two and they start coming up with excuses. Oh, I was busy. I didn't see it. You liar. You saw my message. You're offended that I'm no longer crawling. I'm in a walker and I'm about to walk on my own. Let me break the mentality of you needing everybody's help. You don't need nobody else's help in this season. Keep on pushing. Your legs are starting to work. God has put something in you that people can see now on you. And here's what happens. I'm starting to question my mother-in-law. I'm starting to question my wife. I'm like, when is he going to walk on his own? And they said, baby, give him time. I said, well, our daughter, Chandler, she was walking right at 1, and here's Zayden, he's about 13 months. Is he okay? Is he going to make it? I mean, I don't know what's going on. Do we need to take him to the doctor? Let's go and get them little shoes, them little ugly white shoes and put on his feet. I mean, maybe we got the wrong shoes. What? See, here's what happens. Let me say this to you. For those of us that people are trying to rush your process. Baby, I am not him and I'm not them. I've got my own process of moving. But as long as you keep on pushing, whether it takes me 1 year, whether it takes me 10 years, whether it takes me 20 years, I'm no longer crawling on my stomach just to appease you. I'm no longer in the need of a walker just to be comfortable and satisfy you. If you wait on me just a little while longer, my strength comes within my feet. If you wait just a little while longer, you will start to see the metamorphosis, the transformation in your life, and the wisdom in your sail. And before you know it, I looked up and Zayden wasn't even walking. That dude was, he was running. He started taking off, and now I can't keep him from running up and down the stairs. By 15 months, Zayden running all over the house. He running outside the house. And watch this. He's saying, come walk with me. Come run with me. And some of you about to get that Zayden anointing where you about to start running even when people ain't walking. You're about to start running and be an example for those that have been stuck in a crawling season. And all we stopped by to tell you this morning is keep on pushing.
Keep on pushing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing. I love my little Z baby.
Yeah.
That's my baby right there. One of the things before he started, like when he got in the walker, you know, his legs were just hanging in there.
Yeah.
It was like, come on, Zay, move your legs. And then as he started to, he realized, I remember the day he realized he could stand up in the walker and not fall. The look on his face was like, oh, this is new? What is this? He just started grinning. He got excited. And then once he learned how to walk, next thing you know, I had him in the kitchen in the walker. But when I turned around, he was in the living room with the walker. He didn't pick up the walker.
That's right.
This is before he started walking on his own without the walker. He had picked up the walker and was...
there it is. Yes.
And all the way into the living room in front of the TV. I was like, how did you get in there? And he was so proud of himself. Like, listen, all you walkers trying to help, trying to assist, you in the way.
Right.
I got stuff to do.
That's right.
So let me go ahead, since you won't get off me, I'm just going to pick you up and take you with me. You understand? So some of you walkers need to get out the way.
That's right.
You understand? Before you get hurt.
That's
because when these folks ready to run, when they're ready to take off, they're going to either lift you up, take you with them, or lift you up and throw you to the side. You understand? So I had to just it was the funniest thing ever. And so now he when he goes up the stairs, he doesn't go up the actual stairs. He tries to go up the stairs on the railing.
That's right.
Like, dude is just completely like, I'm going to do this my way, and you're not going to stop me. He has no problem with pushing, and I love childlike faith. Yeah. There's nothing like having the faith of a baby.
That's right.
The faith of a child that is starting to discover what they can do.
Oh, my.
And as we become adults, we forget that.
Yeah.
We forget those moments and that tenacity that we had at 10 months,
wow.
at 12 months, at 2 years old, that fearlessness, you know, this is before somebody told us if we did something, we can get hurt.
That's right.
And that's the problem with a lot of people. You've been told for so long, if you do this, you're going to fail.
That's right.
If you do this, it's not going to work. If you do this, they're going to break up with you. They're going to leave you. You're going to get fired. You get reminded of all these consequences. Some people in good heart just trying to look out for you, but others to really stifle your progress and to make you be stagnant and not move and choose not to do it at all.
Right.
So you got to be mindful of who's talking to you.
That's right.
Because if you hear that over and over again, it becomes your programming.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. You ain't wrote the book like you supposed to. You ain't filmed the TV show like you were supposed to.
Right.
You haven't started the ministry like you were supposed to. You haven't opened up the daycare like you were supposed to. You haven't started the business like you were supposed to. You haven't launched your new online program like you were supposed to. You haven't done any of the things that's in your heart to do that you were supposed to do because you've had so many people tell you, don't do it, it's not safe. Be careful. But you got to keep on pushing regardless. You got to tap into that childlike faith and be like, you know what? If God was able to help me then, at 10 months old, make it, then surely he can do something now. You know, you got to remove that fear and get out the way. You got to persist, which means to have continued existence or occurrence. To continue steadfastly or firmly in some state, purpose, course of action, or the like. Especially in spite of opposition. In spite of opposition. So you have to persist. You have to push. You have to keep moving in spite of opposition. So what does that mean? There will be opposition.
That's it.
That's the key. When the opposition comes, that's not the sign to quit, to give up. I've heard so many people say, you know, I was getting ready to do this and then all hell broke loose. So I just gave up. That's silly. The hell broke loose. You can look at that two ways. The hell broke loose to destroy you, or the hell broke loose off of you, giving you an opportunity to run free. It's all about your mindset in that, folks. To push means to press upon or against a thing with force in order to move it out the way. To move something in a specified way by exerting force. To shove, to drive, to effect or accomplish by thrusting obstacles aside. That's all pushing is. You are constantly thrusting obstacles aside. That whether, you hear the song, push it to the limit. You got to push all the way to the limit. What is your limit?
Wow.
And some of you need to increase your capacity so you can increase your limits.
That's right.
It's just like when you're working out. If you haven't worked out in a couple of years, you get back in the gym, you do 2 reps and you're tired. You got to keep pushing for that third one so that the next time you go, the next week, as the weeks and days go by, now you're able to do 20 without getting tired. Or 30 before you hit fatigue. Yep. You got to keep pushing to the limit, ladies and gentlemen, and then push beyond that.
Wow.
Set new limits, set new levels for you to continue on along this course. But you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pushing. You can't give up. 1 John chapter 5 verse 15 says, and if we know for a fact, as indeed we do, that he hears and listens to us, in whatever we ask, we also, with settled and absolute knowledge that we have been granted to us, the request that we have asked for him.
Wow.
So it's a blank check. So basically this is saying that whatever you ask God for, if we ask him in the right way, if we position it correctly, he'll give it to us.
Wow.
It's a blank check. So when you get to those obstacles that come, which cause you to have to push anyway, a door, okay, you pull it when it's supposed to push.
Wow.
If the door says push and you pull, you're not going to get anywhere.
Wow.
You have to know when it's time to push and when it's time to pull. But
away.
God says he's going to give it to us.
That's good, baby.
So you have to, Lord, tell me where I need to push. Let me know where I turn all these pulling into pushing.
That's right.
Turn every door that I'm supposed to go into, because I don't want nothing in my way.
Right.
I don't want to push 3 doors and have to pull the 4th. Let me know. Let every door before me be a push door so that I can just walk and run with my hands straight out in front of me. And as soon as my hands hit the door, boom, the door open. I'm just running like this. Boom, next door open.
Wow.
Next door open. Next door open, because I'm in push position.
Right.
You got to get in push position if you want anything to persist. If you expect to persevere in any way, you have to be in push position. Some of y'all sitting like this with your hands behind your back.
Wow.
Some of you like this because you're tired.
Right.
Some of you just sitting there all slumped over because you don't have any expectation. But when you are expecting to push, you don't push like this.
No.
You're not pushing with your head. You're not pushing with your shoulders. You push out with your arms straight ahead. So that's what you have to do. You got to keep on pushing. Today, whenever an obstacle comes your way, just do this. Just do this. I don't care if your co-workers look at you crazy, be like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm ready.
That's good.
I'm ready for this. Soon as something negative come up in your mind, nope, not
Hey.
today.
Yeah.
You got to be in push position at all times, every day, all day. So when those obstacles show up, they get tired of coming. They get tired of coming because they already know, she ready. Nope, he's ready. He's armed and ready to go. They already in push position because why? I'm focused on where I'm going. You got to keep on pushing.
Put that in the comments right where you are. Would you share this message on your Facebook wall? Go to the emoji and put this up. Listen to me. I need every single one of you VIPs, you Vision Impact Partners. That's a word this morning. I need everybody to go to your emojis right now, right where you are on these comments. And when you share, put this up. I'm pushing. In spite of the obstacles, I'm pushing. When I get to the door that seems as though it can't be open, I'm pushing. The door ain't going to open on itself. It ain't an automatic door.
Nope.
This one's going to require me to push. I got to push through it. I've got to pray until something happens.
Right.
I've got to prospect until something happens. I have to persevere until something happens. I've got to persist until something happens. If you're looking for me, I ain't in no more walkers.
Nope.
If you're looking for me, I'm not on my stomach crawling.
Nope.
If you want to know where I can be found, you ain't got to look no further. You'll see me standing in front of the door, pushing. God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dreams. Share this message. Don't do it now. Do it right now.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on today. We are here Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for 20 minutes of power and inspiration to help you start your day off on time and on top. Make sure you like the When Dreams Collide page on Facebook. Join the When Dreams Collide group as well to become a VIP, a Vision Impact Partner. We are also on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, and on our website, whendreamscollide.com. You can get your moment when and where you want it. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, Share this one. Push.
Push.